What's going on, everybody? Kevin from Kevin's Aquariums. I'm going to try and do a feeding video here tonight on the 125 gallon South American tank. I am feeding Fluval bug bites, cichlid formula. Quick little shot of that in the camera there. See if they go after it like they normally do. The red Texas is looking pretty hungry. The rest of them don't really seem to care yet, but see if that changes. Drop a couple in there. Normally the red Texas is a pretty aggressive eater. He'll normally chow down like 10 of these. They're not a, I guess not a small pellet, I would say. I do actually think on here it says for larger fish somewhere. Oh, from medium to large fish, so. Surprised none of the other ones have come up yet, but. Normally throw in a couple of them for him. Like I said, he is probably the most aggressive eater in the tank here. Every once in a while they do splash outside the tank. Sorry, my dog's messing with the camera here. The tank is a little hazy. I did just do a water change earlier. I don't know if it's from the water softener, but every time I do a water change it kind of gets a little hazy and it clears up after a day or so. I did just finish doing the water change 5 hours ago or so. Throw in a couple more here and let them settle. The rest of them will come up and eat them here in a minute. Head on over and do the South or the African tank for you guys. That looks a lot worse on camera than it does in person, as far as the haziness goes. They don't look that bad in person, I promise. Alright, see if I can get a good camera angle on this tank. I'm going to go shut off that light in the background. There we go. Get rid of some of the reflection for you. These guys get Hikari Sinking Gold pellets. Probably hard to see that now that I shut off the light. But it's a blue, gold, and yellow package. This one says actual size 3 to 3.4 millimeters. These are actually the mini pellets. I actually just put a bunch in here because these guys will go nuts over them. Again, all my tanks just got a water change today, which is why they do have that little bit of a haze. Well, like I said, I promise the haziness doesn't look as bad in person as it does on the camera. Alright, there's that one, and then for the next 5 minutes they will be scooping them up off the bottom of the substrate here. See if I can get my gold nugget's done quite a good job of cleaning off the back of the tank. You can see him right up there hanging on the underside of the rock. He does have a couple more rocks that are actually growing a little bit of hair algae. If the fish can move out of the way, see if the camera will focus on it. Not really. Yeah, they're starting to get a little bit of hair algae on there. Put these away and then we'll go up and do the shell dweller tank. Let's go right upstairs here. You can see a few of them in there. This one might be a little bit harder to get a good angle on, just because the stand on this tank is a lot taller. Grab a quick chair here. Oh, put my finger all over the camera lens and everything. Alright, and hopefully the dog doesn't bump that and knock it down. And I put it right in the way of getting the cabinet open. Being that I don't do any editing yet, you guys are getting more of a, I guess almost like a live video, but not really live. Eventually I'll get into doing some editing and I can edit stuff like that out, having to move the camera around all the time. And these guys get just a tropical formula bug bite. This one's a little bit smaller than or a lot smaller than the stuff I was feeding to the South Americans. This is, I don't even know what they call it, but it's pretty small, and it's not really like a pellet, almost like a really tiny flake. What I do is I just, being that these guys are so small, I just crush it up for them. You can see them all starting to go after it a little bit. I'll slide this back here so you can kind of see more of the tank. All right. I have been still battling with the algae issue in this tank, but looks a lot better right now than it did this morning. All right, and then if you guys have any other content that you'd like to see, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to get that content out to you. If I don't know exactly the best practices, I'll probably do some research on it for a little while before I bring you the content, but I will do my best to put out the best content that I can. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and until next week, you guys have a good night.